I wanted to develop a garment that was a little bit more substantial than a t-shirt for warm weather running, which would allow you to carry a lot of gels if you wanted, if you're running for long distances, or if you wanted to carry your phone, you could carry your phone. So the challenge was to design a garment that was light but had enough structure and support to allow you to carry, you know, a reasonable amount of stuff in your back pockets. I wanted a half zip because that gives you a bit of options with temperature control. You can unzip the zip for temperature control, and it's got a collar on to give you your back neck a bit of protection if you're running long distances in strong sun. As we've looked at with the hot weather t-shirt as well, protection from the sun, I think, is something that we're going to need to think about more and more in outdoor garments. The Sierra half zip uses two different Italian meshes. The main body front and side panels are made with a thin lightweight mesh. This gives you good breathability, really good against the skin comfort. It feels very silky against the skin. But then the back panel, which is where the challenge is, because this is where you're carrying the weight, is made out of a different mesh, which has a different modulus of elasticity. Basically, it doesn't stretch as much as the front mesh. This, as we'll see in a minute, gives better support for the pockets. The Sierra half zip is a relatively close-fitting garment. My philosophy for all running garments is make them fairly close to the body. You don't want excess fabric flapping around. Generally, a high-quality performance fabric will perform better with close skin contact. So again, make the garment close to the body. And as long as it's well pattern cut, which Soar garments are, then a closer fit is more comfortable and more ergonomic. So this is a relatively close fitting garment, which is still very comfortable, and the soft stretchy mesh on the front body and the side panels make it very comfortable. So the main challenge with the Sierra half zip was to have a light garment in a very open, cool fabric, which also gave enough support if you're carrying 4 gels, for instance, or your phone in the pocket. So for the Sierra half zip, the fabric on the back has a different modulus of elasticity. It's less stretchy. So that means that you have more support. It won't stretch as much when the pockets are weighted. And then secondly, we sew a special thin elastic into the side seams, which again gives more support on the side seams. It means the side seams are slightly less stretchy. So that gives good support when the garment has the pockets full. And then the second thing is, if you're running a long distance, you often get a zip rub on a very lightweight mesh. So the bottom part of the garment is made of a thin woven fabric, which is more durable. So if your pockets are weighted onto the zip on the back of your shorts or the back of your trousers, then that protects the bottom part of the garment. So you always have to think about how a garment works holistically. You can't think we're going to put some pockets on the top. You have to think what that means for the construction, and then you also have to think about how that means that the garment is then going to interact with the rest of your running clothing. So those are all things that are a result of experimentation and testing, and that's the difference between a garment that's a good running garment and a garment that's a mass-produced, something churned off the production line.